Hey guys, how you doing? Just a little short one today. I'm going to give it a miss after that. I mean, this is about police basically and police corruption. It's absolutely madness. As you know, I'm a jeweler. I've explained what I do and what I don't do. A businessman running a company for a good few years, successful company. So basically, this girl was started stalking me and was part of this crime syndicate. Obviously, I knew nothing about it, and like she did used to all strange things like. If I was like logging into PayPal, whatever, like she'd asked, she'd like, oh, what's your password? Let me look at that or something. And it was in a way that was, kind of innocuous. But there were a few things that she did that were weird. But you kind of believe, and you look past that sort of thing. You can't imagine that malevolence at the darkest, deepest, evilest possible way is actually exists, but it does, which is, so be careful, all right? And when it manifests itself in such a way where there is a romantic connection as well, and basically, and also she's a professional in using love as a weapon, so it's just incredible. I mean, honestly, I've been around. I've got really thick skin, and I understand things, but my word, this one's something else. Turns out she's my twin flame, right? So what does that say about me? God knows. But basically, I'm the light one, she's the dark one, if there is such a thing, and that seems even weirder. Or maybe she's just a karmic, who knows, but it's really, really bad. So, cut a long story short, she obviously stalked me for years and years and years, got blocked her, she got a new phone, and then one day requested my email. I got my email from something, I can't remember what it was, some crud that she was supposed to send through, don't even know if she did. But basically, made my life very strange because she was sleeping around and everything. Obviously, we had a brief encounter, I think it was twice, and as soon as I found out she was just sleeping around to the point that she was sleeping around, I pretty much just left it and just offered kind advice, blocked her on all avenues, but couldn't block her sadly on the email. So she emailed through her nonsense and detritus. So I did respond reasonably regularly to just try and put her on the right track, because I just couldn't stand to see anyone in such agony, to be honest. And I always look on the good side of people, but some people are so pathological, sociopathic, psychopathic, or have those veins running through their system that it's a difficult one. I mean, even a psychopath does have feelings, but the whole point is that they're so broken that they're not going to share those feelings with anybody. They're literally, they're probably numb, and maybe they don't feel like we feel because they don't have the certain neurochemical links they've been drudged down, but they do feel, and they can feel, and they can certainly be brought back to feeling through CBT and simple practices. Nothing's irreparable. Anyway, moving on, because it's supposed to be a short video. Gang stalking then happened. Her gang started to contact me and so on and so forth, because I think they're interested in my approach, because nobody else is like me, basically. And it culminated in this conversation in a local cafe that I visit to just take tea a couple of times a week. And it was weird, because there were so many people following me and in and around my family and their homes and places that I visit and stuff and that sort of thing. And there's all these gangs, and it's just absolutely bizarre that something like that could happen. And why would they be doing that? I mean, sending people around to just kind of work me out, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm well known in the area anyway, so if they're so affiliated and everything, which they seem to be, you'd be surprised that they wouldn't just talk to somebody or whatever. But I don't know what their interest is in me. Bizarre. But anyway, as it went through and it came out that all these paedophile gangs, and they're just basically the really lowest of the low, like real like criminals that have just the hard and the most let go nature, just the, you know, people that are horrible, really malevolent, and apparently this is normal. I mean, the woman on the 999 call to me, on the 999 call that I put in eventually, which I had to do after I came back from Portugal, 3 months, and I was being stalked. I reported it to 101, they did nothing, blah blah blah. Then the gang stalking, repeatedly. And then after this huge sit down in the cafe, where people were just like, what they told me, my God, I'm not going into it, but yeah, pretty much what I've mentioned already. And yeah, I was like, right, I'll just, you know, I'll have to call it in. There's nothing else I can do, you know. This is way above my pay grade. And I was, yeah, told, like, I'm in the wrong place. Those were her words. It's normal, and nobody gives a monkeys. So I don't know if anybody out there thinks paedophilia is normal, and incestuous paedophilia as well. So yeah, well, apparently it's normal. So anyway, I just want to say that, like, I have reported it and I've done the necessary things, and most people haven't got back to me, and the police are corrupt. They're all in on it. They're all part of the gangs. They're all affiliated. Literally, they're together. It's madness, because it's like literally through and through. So be very careful out there. I've said my bit. I'm not going to say any more about this now. So it's just a waste of time. You're on your own. It's the Wild West, basically. People have been disenfranchised so much in society, they think anything's acceptable, and they also think that it's mainstream. They've been deluded to believe that, like I made the video about pornography, where the 0.1% you know, think it's a good idea. The 1% actually do it because of that, and then the rest follow. And it's the same with everything. It's just the complete erosion of society, and the lack of grounding, the lack of anchoring of the human individual, and the lack of critical thinking and understanding things based on exactly what they are, as opposed to what's projected upon them, the internet and media and their own gossip, consequently, and vice versa. All which ways round. So yeah, it's a real dirty animal, and it's really plaguing our society now all the way through, because that sort of lower degenerate ethos of, you know, incestuous degenerate ethos of evil and just sadness, really deep sadness, is projected upon everything now, and the whole middle section of society. So it's the top of society, it's the bottom of society, and those walls are closing like everything. We're like sardines in a tin, and it's a hell, and there's no need for any of it. So anyway, I'm going to wish you well. I'm not going to mention it anymore, but I really wanted you to know that. So yeah, take care.